February 5th. This is Kim McGillis coming to you live from Regina. It is presently 11:09 for my friends back home in Ontario. It is presently noon. Sunny in Ontario, but very cloudy, I guess, today here in Regina. There's lots of snow, like 15 centimeters. And Riley and I were just outside shoveling, and I just decided to come in for my live. So if ever you're watching, please say hello, please say where you're from. I would love to know. Kind of nice to get some fresh air. I think it's around minus 15, maybe minus 18, that sort of thing. So my plan is to go back out and do all the shoveling. I find she could play around. It's kind of fun. So we'll go back outside after. I do have a fun fold for you today. It is something that we've done in the past, so maybe you'll want to scroll over. It's just because of the new celebration items that have been added. I do love the alphabet à la mode, and that's why, because you could earn it for free with an order of $75, I thought it was the perfect card for today, just because I want to feature that alphabet because it is so great and it's one of my favorites. So hello Tammy, how are you? Hello Natalie. Oh my gosh, Natalie, your conversation with me yesterday on FaceTime was so amazing. I was like, I love how it's nice that we could just hook up and chat and vent and do whatever we need to do. And I think that's what's awesome about being demonstrators. You get to have like the best of friends, and I think that's how we met, right? Because of paper crafting. So it was lots of fun, and I'm just trying to think that as spring comes along and you come back from Florida, maybe we could connect and maybe we could offer a retreat, like a weekend retreat to anybody that wants to attend in Ontario. So I think that would be great. We got lots of ideas and inspiration, and it would be fun to do that. So I'm gonna show, I did finish Rose's things yesterday, so I do want to share. So Rose is on my team. I know she's on a trip somewhere, so she won't even see what I'm showing you. Sorry, but she did promote, and now, oh my god, I'm choking. And now she has her first recruit, and I wanted to give her a little gift, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to put this down right here, and then hopefully I'm not coughing anymore. Let's see. Am I on now? Is my sound back? Have I been muted all along? Okay, is my sound back? Isn't this fun? If ever my sound's not back, then I'll just re-log in. I am back on? You hear yes. Okay, so you didn't hear a single thing of what I was saying. Or maybe you did, I'm not too sure. Oh, craziness. So Bev is saying there's no sound. Natalie's saying yes. Lucy's saying yes. Oh, it's when I turned it down that the sound went off. I don't know, maybe I pressed something. Okay, so what I was sharing is that Rose is part of my team. She can't see this right now because she is, she's away on holidays. So it's kind of fun. So Monday we have these cards. So you could catch it either on Facebook Live or you could catch it on YouTube. I have uploaded it. And this one is going to be part of a class in Ontario next week. So what my goal is there's going to be 4 cards and a fancy box, but not all of the cards will be shown right here because there are all fun folds. They're going to be very different. So if ever you want to join me, that will be the Wednesday night class. I did promise my husband, because he's flying with me, that we will have a couple of dates, so I might not be live all the time. But it is a great collection, and it does feature the mixed floral, and it opens just like this. For my downline, you will get that PDF for free, so you'll be able to reproduce these cards. If you want to attend, then I decided that what I made for Rose, part of it will be part of that class that's in person, meaning everybody will get this little crate box and with their names on there. And what I did add is the little flowers, and this goes with the mixed florals that is part of the bundle that it's online exclusive. Now, my 2 bundles are low inventory. I didn't check this morning, but if you want them, grab them now, because I'm going to be continuing to work with these projects and these styles. So for Rose, I made her the box, and then I made a fun fold card, and I did share a little bit yesterday. And I did go a little over the top, added the coordinating embossing folder that it comes with. It's called Plaster Painted 3D Embossing Folder, and that will be part of the collection as well. And then what I was saying is that the alphabet à la mode are on the celebration as part of a perk. So I added her name, so it says "You're Pretty Wonderful Rose." So this is a card that will be part of that class. We'll be doing that one, so you could just put the name of which one that you want, and it just opens like this. So now she has her coordinating envelope right here, and then this is like the little chamois that it's just a tiny chamois from Stampin' Up. It's cut and her name is there, and I just decided to embellish that part, and I said, "For a great friend." And then yesterday I did show you how to make these. Somebody said, "Oh my goodness, it would be perfect for a nail file or bone folder." So if ever you could just catch my replay from yesterday, and then her name is gonna, it's not her bone folder, it's somebody else's from my team that I added in here. I have to pull out hers. These I had custom made from the States. It's very complicated. The person cannot send anything to Canada because we can't do this and that. So I had to make arrangements to attend the United States to get all of these. So anyways, to say I showed you how to do this. If you want to make these for Valentine's Day, check yesterday's Facebook Live. I will, or I have uploaded it on YouTube. I can't even remember. But you get to make these. They're very easy. If you want to add a little ruler, whatever, I just put her personalized bone folder for her. And then the last thing that you haven't seen is, because I have her clear block, I did make her a little drawer that opens. I don't want to pull it from here right now, just because I have already put the block in there and it's quite heavy and it's just drying up, but it will pull like this, and then she has her personalized block. So years ago, I used to send flowers to my downline with a card and this and that, and now I'm making it a little more personalized. So she already has a recruit. Now I have to think, what if she promotes to silver? I'll have to make something else that coordinates with her. So she's like me from, she has her family, I think, is from the Netherlands and stuff. So I thought the tulips would work great. And today I'm going to show you a very different project. Just another fun full with the same collections. And I don't know why, like I didn't like these colors. It was part of my color challenge and now they become one of my favorites and I just can't stop creating with them. So I will continue with the same collection this week. So kind of a cute package. I need to send that. She lives in Ontario, but far from me in Ontario. So I have to figure how to send these. I've tried to ship these crates and they just need to be glued, secured more in place. They don't travel well, so I have to figure that out. So if ever you are ordering from me this week until Sunday, this is my code and it is linked in there. I don't know what it means. There's a lot of 6 in there, but anyways, this is the code for this week. How I track it is I check which week you've placed your order. You will get some of the projects that I'm showing this week pre-cut for you, and then you could just watch the videos. But this is not the project that I'll be doing for my class next Wednesday that's available, just because I want to incorporate a bunch of different fun folds, a little different for them. So stay tuned for that. So I am going to continue using my same color challenge. I hope Rose likes it, actually. Like, I hope it was like a little labor of love. I like to do that. I was like relaxing because I hardly slept last night. I'm still thinking about Riley and I'm also thinking about my taxes. It sounds silly, but I should just prep everything ahead and I'm always last minute. So I couldn't sleep last night and I just feel making projects like this is very rewarding and it just feels good and relaxing and it was nice. But my color combination is Bubble Bat, Mossy Meadow, Soft Seafoam, and Coastal Cabana. So now I'm gonna look at what I have left from the designer series paper because I've used it so much that I don't even know what's left out of my kits. This sprout was from the birthday wishes that we've used over and over. So now I'm like, what do I have left? I think I have this one here, which not my favorite. I wanted to use a little different, but we'll see. Maybe we could make it work with this one. I would have loved using the stripes. I don't know if I have the stripes left. Let's see. I don't know. There's also this one. I think that could be cute too. So this is part of the birthday wishes. I'm using all my leftover, what I have, and just going with the flow here. Let me just grab a little sample of the bubble pad. I just want to see what it would look like. It does pull this section right in there, but I'm not too sure if I want to do that. Okay, so let me grab a piece of soft seafoam this morning. I'm gonna think about it along the way. See, I wanted to use these stripes, but I'm running out, so I need to send an order to Stampin' Up today. Like I said, I was gonna do that yesterday, and Natalie and I kept chatting, and I just didn't send my order. So, okay, so let's do a piece 5.5 by 11. So I'm gonna go cut here. Vicky's saying that her puppy dog is named Riley. Well, I'm going to tell you something about Riley this morning. Riley, because I wasn't sleeping great, I said, let's go for a car ride. Well, she thought the car ride meant that we were going to the daycare again, the doggy daycare. She didn't want to come in the car. And then it was really to go get myself a very large coffee. She got a pup cup, so I think she's good now. But anyways, she did not want to go in the card. So we're cutting 5.5 by 11. We're scoring at 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3. And if you have been with me for a while and watching my lives, you'll notice that this is a card that I've done over and over again. So it's just because of that alphabet. I think it's the perfect card for today. So, and then our second fold is 7 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I need to count out loud today. So here we go. So 5.5 by 11. And we're scoring at 3 3/8 and 7 5/8. Okay. And just give it a nice, big, crisp fold this morning. Oh, I'm still wishing that I have the other. Let's see if I have enough here. Oh, I might have. So this one's nice too. So let's go with this one. So this piece is 3 1/8. Geesh, I think I'll be okay. And the opposite side will be 5 1/4. And it is saying, poor girl, too bad she didn't like the daycare. You know what? She got home, she wanted to go to bed. Like, she asked to go upstairs. And now, I said to my husband, let's just drive her home. And he's like, nope. So that did not go well. He's like, Kim, it's winter. We are not traveling with the dog right away. In the spring, you could bring her home, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, it is what it is. I did find another piece of the pink. I want to see 3 1/8 and 5 1/4. Let's go this way. I'm still not decided which one I'm going to be using because you know what? I might use double back and keep this one. We'll see. See, this is kind of pretty and bright too. So now grab a piece of basic white cardstock. So I'm just going to grab one right here. And the piece of basic white stock is also cut at 3 1/8. I have to learn my measurements in centimeters too. It would be so practical to do that. I need a converter or something. So, and then on the opposite sides, it's 5 1/4. So now we have the second piece. So I might keep these two for today, and then I'm going to do something special with this one, so you don't need to do the other one. I'm just debating if this will be my belly band. We'll see. Let's put this aside for now. So bringing back that first piece, now is the time to grab yourself a ruler and a pencil. So I am going to go here at the 5, let's see, 1.5 mark right here. And at the bottom, I'm going to do the 1 inch mark. I think when I did this card was for the butterflies. Go the same way on the opposite side. So 1.5 and 1 inch at the bottom. Somebody's sending me messages. I'll have to look those later. So now let's meet up. So we're going to the scored line, like this. So both are meeting. So where I went to the 1.5 and the top of my score line, and then the 1 inch is going to meet the 1.5. So I think it's called a gated fold or some sort of thing. It's just perfect for today because of the alphabet. So here we go. We got this side done. Now we're going to bring it on the opposite side and just going the same way. By the way, my husband spoiled me. I always look with another device, your comments, and sometimes I don't catch your comments too fast because I'm so focused, but Chris got me like this huge screen that's supposed to come in on Friday. Like I was just talking about it, how it was so wonderful, and then he just ordered it for me, so I can't wait. I'll have to show you. It's like huge. I think it's like 27 inches. I'm so spoiled. Okay, so now we're going to do the 1.5 mark that will meet the 1 inch mark. So perfect. So this is our gated fold right here. And then you just have to erase all these little pieces. So Shelly's saying winter is not a good time to travel. Poor Riley, we miss her. Yeah, everybody gets to see her at my classes in Ontario. My children are like, Mom, we want her back home. So it is what it is. Soon, hopefully. So now we're going to go here and we're going to mark again our 1 inch mark. Oh, sorry. Let's grab it from the bottom. The 1 inch mark is going to go here at the bottom. And on the side, we're going to do the 1.5. I'm so sorry for that. Here we go. Nancy, one of my customers, she always brings her treats, so Riley gets spoiled. So now I'm meeting again the 1 inch mark to the 1.5. Here we go. And now we're going to meet the 1.5 to that other corner. It's very simple once you start making them. So now we have the one side right here. So this piece is just going to go right here on top. And now we're going to do the same with the white one. I'm just going to go on the opposite side. So I'm going to do 1 inch right here. And, oh, again, my goodness, Kim, what's going on this morning? 1 inch is at the bottom. 1.5 is at the side. So let me repeat this. So 1.5 is right here, and then the 1 inch is at the bottom right there. The reason I'm going on the opposite side is because I want to make the opposite one, right? The opposite side. Now let's just grab these two right here. Perfect, like this. So now this piece will just go right here. We've got that, okay? So I'm just gonna put this aside. Let me recap quickly, just in case that might have confused you, but so when you have those pieces, it is 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. You have to mark at the lower end the 1 inch mark, and on the side part the 1.5, and then you meet the corner with the 1.5, and then you meet the 1.5 to the 1. John is asking, why do we live in 2 different cities? It's actually 2 different provinces. So because our home is in Ontario, but my husband works for the federal government with the RCMP. So, and he was transferred here, and I continued working in Ontario as a nurse, and he was here, and we would travel back and forth. And I left my nursing job so I could come and be more with him when I wanted to after 25 years. But our children are still home, and they're adults though. And that's where we want all our little grandbabies to visit and stuff. So we are keeping our home in Ontario, and hopefully he gets to go back to Ontario. So my husband, it's his second career, so there was no plan in this. So it was just a great opportunity for him. So we do love the pace here in Regina, but we do miss our home. So now the plaster painting 3D embossing folder is the one that I'm going to be using. And this one is part of that full collection of what I've been using, and I will link that in my my blog so you get to see it. So look how beautiful it is. I did mention yesterday you want to tweak it and put it on the side part, because I do want that base at the bottom. So that's how I made mine. And you're just using your plate number 1 and plate number 5. So if you have Stampin' Up's collection, you'll know that this one is just plate number 1 and plate number 4. So now I'll set this back here, and let's grab this. Now this is going to be the one that's featured on this side. I do love the textures. It's pretty. I love that there's like this big piece, and it is, I don't know why, it makes the cardstock feel thicker. And I just don't know why it does that, but it does have that feel. Perfect. So now this is just going to go like this. So it is the full, I think I did this with a butterfly, but it's just perfect for today. So now the question is, do I bring this one in, or am I just going with white today? Why am I waiting and I'm so quiet? It's because I want to see the look of it. And the camera is so slow. So I think I'm going to go with this one actually. So now I'm going to cut a piece of, I think we're going to go with 1 3/4 this morning. And you'll get to understand why. So I'm just grabbing this piece at 1 3/4. I just want to check. Yeah, perfect. So this is going to act as my belly band. So it's 1 3/4 by 12. And I'm just folding it, but I will trim it down. So I don't have to, but I will. So I'm just going to snip a little part off just to make it centered. Like this. So if ever you want to know, I just remove 1 3/4. And now I'm just going to add my tear and tape, and this is going to be a slider. So it's just going to go and lay right on top here. Just like this. Perfect. So now it tucks in and out. And the reason I did my belly band 1 3/4 this morning is because you remember Rose, my downline? Well, the letters would fit perfectly on there. So it is going to be a card where her name is on the cover. This time it might not be Rose, it might be somebody else from my team. But anyways, we will figure that out as we go. So I'm going to grab a piece of basic white as well. And this one's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And that will be for the inside. If your card is white, you probably don't need that inside piece. But because mine is soft sea foam, I am just going to add this little piece on the inside right here. So there you go. Adding this piece. And now just go through your stuff. Like, what do you have left part of your paper? Which ones do you have? I have still a couple of stripes, so I am going to go with 1/2 inch by 4. So I do have some of them, so I'm just going to stripe and add some here, and then you could just stamp any image to embellish the inside of the card as well, which for sure I'll want to do. So now we have this piece here. The belly band is going to tuck right here. Just like this. And I'm so excited. Can I share that Stampin' Up has released new online exclusives, and part of the online exclusive are different banners, borders, I mean. So we will get to use different borders very soon. I have to order mine today. But you do know that I do always use the Roundly Go dies when I'm making something, just because I want a border. So if ever you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order the new borders that have come in. And there's one that has like a scallop type of look, which I really, really, really like. So I think it's going to work great for my cards once I start making them. So that's why I have to send my pre-order. I don't know, Paul is on. Paul is from Utah. Do you remember until what time I have to order today? Because I'm hopeful that I can order and get my order fast. So what I did is I'm still using the Roundly Go dies, and I've just snipped this portion off, and it's going to coordinate with my other card, and I'm just going to tuck it in here because I do want some shades of pink and not just the other colors. So, and it's not a secret, I've done this with the other card on Monday. Okay, so here we go. Adding a little bit of glue. Yesterday when Nat and I were like FaceTiming, it made me clear my desk, so it was kind of nice. My top counter. So the day went by fast. So you see how just adding that Roundly Go die, it makes it kind of cute, and you could have done a different color. I just wanted to use this one because of adding a bit of shades of Bubble Bath here to continue to coordinate with the rest of my card, right? So for today, I'm not going to do the tulips. You will see both most likely. I'm just going to go with, from the Mixed Florals, this big flower. It's just going to be faster to add a couple of, yeah, I can fit it right here, to embellish and color and stuff. So you could use watercolor pencils. I'm using Tuxedo Memento ink. If ever you want a watercolor, add some water, use the StazOn. It's just, I hate that it stains, so I just use this one. So look how cute that is. It's adorable. And now I'm just going to use the coordinating dies that go with it and lay it right on top and just die cut that piece. So I'm going to do that. I should be putting some tape, because when I don't put the tape, then it moves. So the tape that I like to use is Post-it labeling and cover up tapes. So if I go and grab this little piece, then I'll just settle it down so then my stamp doesn't move. I think you could find these on Amazon. So, and I think they're easier to find in the States too. So you see how I just put a little bit of tape right there? Then you could do that. Okay. Tracy's saying same day is not, it's not like the actual same day in Regina, but I pretty much get it within the next 3 days if I do it the order before, I think it's 11 in the morning or something like that. So now this is just gonna set on the side right here. And I would love to be able to fit my letters. It might be snug, guys. It might be snug. It might be a card that does not go in an envelope if ever I want to tuck it in. Or the name might have to go on the inside like the last time. I'm not too sure. So let's do this. I've already added some ink. I wanted to grab Chris this morning for him to do this for me because I struggle with my wrists. And he's normally the one that could just press on there. But I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm just using my blender pen and pulling my color out. And no fuss. I'm gonna show you a little closer. But I do love this. I did, like I said, I indicated that I had tried it with just the stamping blends, but it was very, like it's too bright of a pink. By the way, there's like a rumor, if you look at the online exclusive for demonstrators to pre-order, that one of the colors might be returning in the new year, which I'm super excited if it does. One of the collections so looks like it's a returning color. So I'm hopeful for that. I'm not going to hint which color people are thinking, but it has initials of SS. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so you see how it's just very soft. So this is Bubble Bath, and then just try to use, I have baby wipes that I use that are no perfume, no nothing, and I just try to remove as much of the ink off. Now I'm gonna go with Costa Cabana, which I thought was like a no-no, but finally it does look pretty cute, so I'm gonna continue with that. And I just go around here, right here, a little bit more. You see how quickly I'm doing this? Now, if you love sparkle, then take out your Wink of Stella, add some Wink of Stella on top of there. Here we go. Just going quickly. Now you know I'll have to do the tulip card too. I won't do it live, but I do have to do that part. Here we go. And the last one right here. Perfect. Now I'm just going to grab again my little wipes. It's pretty like dry. There's hardly anything on there, but it's just to remove. And we're going to go with soft sea foam. Now soft sea foam, it's a little, let's me press again. You hear me forcing here. Okay, perfect. I got it. So now I'm just going to pull in. This relaxes me. As much as fussy cutting relaxes me, like this is great. I don't even focus too hard. It has that watercolored down look. And like I said, if ever you want to use ink refill and just add ink in your lid, you could do that and just use a water painter brush. The only thing is you'll have to switch to the other ink that stays on, okay? So that's just one of my suggestions for you. I think that's pretty good. Goodness, I'm fast today. And now, this is where I pull in the other colors, like from the Stampin' blends. I am going to add a little bit of shading, but just maybe not as much, just on the sides. And actually, I could even use the finer section. I don't know if you've noticed, but you could use your watercolor pencils, color, and then add your Stampin' blends on top. It is very nice, so that's a great technique. I used to do like technique clubs, and for sure that would be one that I would want to showcase. So I just added a couple of colors right here. Now, let's grab this, and do I have the other? Yes, here. So I'm going to use light soft sea foam and do that same colored look. And just add a little bit more, maybe on the stem. Now, if you want to use Old Olive, if you're into brighter colors, Old Olive would be great. Mossy Meadow would be great. And you're probably wondering, what did she use Mossy Meadow with? And I'm going to share with you, it's just when I did this part here. So if you want to add this branch, it comes with the dies from the Mixed Florals, then what you want to do is, my technique that I always do is I just use some white paper, basic white, and then I just use a blending brush and add the Mossy Meadow, and then I'll sprinkle. If you want it a touch lighter, what you can do is just add some Mossy Meadow in your lid right here and do some watercoloring either on the paper and just die cut. I think that's even better actually, because it's going to be a little lighter. So here we have this part right here. And I think she might need that second piece where you add that branch in the background. I'm feeling like I need to do that. We have time, we have time. Normally I get messages from my husband at this point. What do you want to do for lunch? That sort of thing. He hasn't messaged me. He must have a very busy day. So let's do this. So I'm just going to grab this piece right here. And then we're going to use, by the way, this is a fancy card, okay? So don't be mad at me because I'm doing like a fancier card. It's not your basic card. It's just maybe a little over the top for today, but I love over the top, so I am going to show you that part right here. Might have pulled a little too fast, but so here's that piece right here. I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to show you how I've done this. Here's our piece. I do love these extra large pieces. I hope Stampin' Up! Brings a lot more. They do work great. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. Take your water painter and then just pull in some of the ink. And I'm going to show you where it says push, that's where you would push and add some water to it. So you see how, and I'm just going to water it down that it's lighter. I'm just working with my lid, and then I'm just going to go here and add some of my color. So obviously I prefer to use a thick white cardstock, but if you want to use the water paper, you can do that. It's just, I feel like the water paper has this tinge of yellow in it, and I don't want that, so thick cardstock would be best. Now, normally you would want this to dry. I'm not going to do that right now because it's going to be too long. I'm just flicking some Massimero light on there. And now you have this cute look with little dots. Told you it was a card that's a bit over the top. That's how I'm feeling today, like an over the top card. And then we could just add this branch right on top here. And then this one could layer right over here like this. So now we have this fold a little different, and now we have this one. Now my goal is to add my alphabet à la mode, and I'm hoping that it's gonna fit, not too sure. So if ever you don't know what I'm talking about because you're new, these are the alphabets, and they are right now part of the celebration. Hopefully they're still there. So if I go and I write Kim here, because that's my name, I'm just gonna do that. Then I'll just be adding that to our project today. So it might be just a little more this way, but personalizing your card. If the name that you want to add is a little longer, what you can do is you could just put it on the inside, whichever, or you could also just add the name on the top part, put little flowers, and then put this part on the inside. So that could be an option. I might do both so you guys get to see both. So it is still okay to add this part on the inside too if you want to do that. So you might just want to do the single flower, that sort of thing. I do want it on my cover, so it's going to go here. I try to curve it a little bit. I find it goes better when it slides in. So here we have it. You'll be able to say I've maximized that water, that wildflower birthday paper. And if you have attended one of my classes in Ontario, you do have a pack, so now you'll know what to use with it. It's just I wouldn't hesitate too long to order these two bundles that I'm sharing to you, called Mixed Florals and Mixed Labels. Labels are the messages or sentiments. A must when you do get the alphabet à la mode is the adhesive sheets, and we've talked about that yesterday, I think. You do want to order these. The code is 152334 wherever you are, and these sheets are just perfect for when you don't want to have sticky fingers, which I don't want any sticky fingers today. So I'm thinking, which color do I use? Do I go with pinks? Do I go with greens? Do I want a subtle look today? I think I'm gonna go with Bubble Bat today. It's kind of fun when you're using colors that you normally don't use. Bubble Bat is beautiful. I find that it has like that tinge of like not a purple tinge, but something similar to that. And then what I did is I just tucked it in there on the one side. Now we're just gonna go here and add my name just to show you. And I'm gonna go. So Dawn is saying, I love that tip, game changer. Yeah, actually, you know, when I tried it as my other tip, when I did the butterflies, it wasn't exactly, like, it was too dark for me. But when you water the color down, I feel like it's a little better and a better option. So doing that, like you see, when you look at it, it actually blends great with the soft sea foam, and really I use Mossy Meadow. So, okay, so now I'm just gonna cut my name, and I'm gonna show you here. It's like I'm lacking room today. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here, cut my name. So I don't know, hands up. Do you own the Alphabet à la Mode? I own them, but I'm still getting another set. So when my order goes today, I'm still ordering more. So here they are right here. Just gonna pop this. And this is gonna go right here. Right here, and my last. Now, if you have a long name, I'm just gonna show you something. Remember Rose? She's got a longer name, not that long though. We could easily just pop her name lower like this without that flower and just make it stand like that. We could do that. We could also grab Rose, I'm gonna show you, and then just put her name on the top like this. And then this flower could be on the inside, or we could just add the simple flower here, or maybe even pop it underneath. So this tag I showed you yesterday, it's actually on the last chance list. Can't remember exactly the name. I used it yesterday. But you can use that if ever you're putting a long name. It's called Greetings of the Season's Die. I saw they're on the last chance list. I do not know why. They are one of my favorites, especially this larger one. So depending on the size of your name, you could just go ahead and add this thing. So you'll see I'll have two versions on the blog. Today I'm just going to show the Kim smaller version right here, but you could do either. So now I'm just gonna peel off and add my name just here on the side. Or maybe I know a Kim that I could send a card to, because I just picked Kim. I should have put Riley. Riley, the golden retriever that does not want to go to daycare because there's too much noise. Chris is like, Kim, she's gonna be 6 years old, you know, she's not young anymore. I was like, oh, great. Okay, so I got this part right here. You might see it a little tweaked differently, but this is how it's gonna go for now. Also, it kind of looks cute with just the branch on its own. You don't even need to add everything else. You could just put a let me just refocus this here. Let's go right here, and then I'll add this little branch. But just a branch on its own with a sentiment would be cute, or a nice big bow. Because I worked hard at decorating this one, I'm just gonna add it. And I'm just using dimensionals. And then I'm just gonna add this here. Oh my goodness, it's cute. Now, purple sequins, we checked they were still on, so I'm still gonna use those. These are free with an order of 75. They've gone a long way. I've used them so much. I'm running out. I need more, so that's on my wish list as well. Same thing as the basic essentials. And here we go. Just gonna add the white one. It's part of it. Just gonna add it below. Somebody's running outside, so it must not be that cold. Okay, so here we got that. It's a labor of love card this morning. I don't know how long I've been live, but anyways, it is what it is. It's a labor of love card. Now, you know, you could repeat that card without doing the fancy fold, the belly band, the name. Hey, Kim, this is cards for you. You open on the inside and then you have that. Or like I said, you could always do the belly band and add the name right here, which is kind of pretty. So I might do a version like that. Just to show you the different ones. I'm just not going to keep you all here. I could keep you all here because I sometimes do little things ahead of time. So if I look at, what's the other one right here? Oh, here. Look, I already have this one and I use the gingham. So look how cute that is. And then I think I would do pink flowers or some sort like that, but you get to see it in two different ways where you just add the tag on here. And we could do a green tag like in soft seafoam or green flowers and so on, but you get to see both ways, and these little flowers and the die cuts are part of the mixed floral as well. So lots of fun things today. I do have more of the fun folds tomorrow. I'm going to show you something a little different to use with the collection. It is not a fun fold card, but here we go. I have a full desk of creations today. You got to see the little box here with the tag, cute tag, and you see like these flowers in pink. So it would be kind of cute to add them as on there. And then the other fun fold card is so cute. Now I almost want to leave and do the tulips now, and it's a never ending. I think I could craft all day. Chris says actually I'm busier now. And then this one is kind of cute too. One of my favorites that it pops up. So now my challenge is I'm going to let you guys go and I'm going to try to take pictures of all of these projects. I find it looks so different sometimes when I do the photos. So Beverly's saying just a name is very pretty. Tammy says, love the fun fold. And then the ladies are talking about, Evelyn says, I've got that alphabet, but for cards, I prefer the smaller alphabet because with the longer names, these bigger, yeah, you could use the smaller ones. So I do have the other alphabet that I do use often. It's just, it is not, do I have it here? Let me just see. It is not part of collection. Also, there's the classic letters. I don't know if you still have those, but these are also great that you could use that. The smaller alphabets are great too. Do I have them here? Yes, I do. So I save them like this. You see, these are smaller. So if ever you guys have big names, this would be great. It's called mini alphabet dies. It comes in one big piece like this. So for bigger names, this might be an option as well. So you might want to do that. So just going to give you a sneak peek here. So I could just grab these little letters instead and then just add the name, like I don't know where, like I'm just going to compare the size here. I just want to show you, look how different the size is. So if you want a smaller, this might be an option. So this one, the code is 162934. So I hope you like my projects today. Very, I guess, adventurous in the sense of it's a longer labor of love card, but I just find that it's so special to be able to do that. And if you want, and the name is very long, you could do what I did yesterday, right? You're pretty wonderful, and then add the name on the inside. So you could do that as well. So that could be fun too. So that's my project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day. We are going back outside to continue shoveling snow. So bye-bye.